Hello there and welcome to my channel. Okay, and if you are a newcomer, welcome, and if you're an avid viewer, welcome back. I just appreciate all of you, all of your support here and love. And I just want to begin by introducing my channel. And if you're new to my channel, my readings can be quite unsugar-coated, can be quite close to the bone, and deal with realism, and my main audience is grown-ups, okay, adults, okay. So if you see yourself as an adult and you can face the realism and you know, be guided down the correct path here, then this channel is the correct channel for you. So my aim here is to help, guide and help you, you know, you make your choices at the end of the day, but these videos are to help you kind of give you clarity in filtering your choices and for you to make the right choice. And by giving you this help here and information and what energies come through, I go by the energies, and the energies, the spiritual energies for your sign for this particular time frame. So please bear this in mind, that it's not going to resonate with all of you, and you know, I've got an audience here that's global. Whoever this is, I'm reaching out to, and this is helping to guide you and helping you in your life. Well, I'm happy because that's what this channel is all about, is to help and guide you. And I created this channel because you know, I have a spiritual gift, and I do kind of pick up strongly on emotions, very intuitive. And that's what I'm using here, is the gift that I've been given. And I used to be a qualified nurse, and I've worked in intensive care, and I was quite high in the you know, in my skills with nursing, and also with my interpersonal skills, sorry. So I'm kind of using that to help you to heal. So I'm still a healer, and you know, I'm still a healer, and I'm still here to help to heal your wounds, but this time emotional wounds, okay. So I hope that you like my videos, and I hope that they're going to help you in a very meaningful way. I tend to deal with relationships and you know, relationships, family dynamics, relationships, marriages, and also single people too. So I cover all the love aspects in these readings. I also look at career, finances, how this is all going to all kind of interlinks with each other, and you know, the general interlinks with affects the emotional, and I bring this all to the table here. Like I said, this is for grown-ups, you know, no moonbeams or clouds in the sky here, and I'm just a normal girl here using my healing skills, my intuition, my strong intuition, and my gift. So enjoy the reading. Hello Sagittarius, this is your weekly reading from the 6th to the 12th of November, so that's from Monday the 6th until Sunday the 12th. And so this is a love reading, and my weeklies are love reading, the monthlies a little bit behind with, but I will catch up with those. The monthlies are general and deal with love, relationships, and even business relationships, working relationships. The weeklies deal purely on love, relationships and single people. So starting with relationships and then looking at single people after, you know, after this. It's going to be in layers, this reading, as I said in the intro. I've got what I'm going to do slightly a little bit different with this week's. Okay, I'm drawn to the Good Tarot first, and then after that I'm going to do the Pixie deck on top of that, because it has a different meaning, so I'm changing it around a little bit here. And then on top of that will be the love reading to bring out a deeper meaning here. So let's get along with the first layer, which is the Good Tarot from the 6th of Monday the 6th. So I've got you here, Sagittarius. You're trying to bring something in alignment. You're trying to bring something in alignment here. And you're being very patient in bringing this to alignment. I've got the Patience card, and on top of that is you're having patience with this magician, here. Okay, and you're trying to make this fit, or trying to bring this to alignment. But I do get this person here, when you want to, I get they move the goalposts a little bit, you know. Going from last week's reading, it's kind of got that same energy but slightly different. It kind of, when you want to align something, they kind of move and dodge you. So why do they do that? I don't know. I don't think you know either. And I feel that you've had so much patience with this person, trying to fit with them, trying to align with them, and they just move out of the way, or they'll dodge you, or they'll move the goalposts. I don't know why, but I do get a third party that's interfering here. I get a third party, which is the 3 of Air, and this third party is kind of encouraging this person not to gel with you. I don't know why. There's an agenda here. It's all a bit bizarre, actually. I don't get this, because I don't understand people who have to have that kind of one-upmanship all the time, even in relationships, you know. And even if you're single, you're being patient with this magician who's just playing with you, and I feel that they see this as a little bit of fun, you know. Even if you're in a relationship, it started at the beginning. It's still going on into this relationship. It's like they like to play a game, and it's like, oh, I can have fun here, that kind of. But you don't kind of get this. It's not your template of viewing a relationship as like a game, having fun, you know. You don't view this like yeah, it's a bit strange. It's a bit strange, actually. I've got here transformation. There is going to be transformation here. Now, I will look into this transformation as we go along, but life does evolve here, and things are changing, and you're going to let go of the old and welcome in the new. Letting go of the grief of the old days. I feel this person has put you through hell and back over the years, and if you're still with this person's lucky to have you, because they have put you through the ringer, you know. I do get somebody, if you're, you know, married or in a relationship, they have, and you've been more than patient with them. I just feel this third party interference that said, oh, play around and see other people. And I get a mother-in-law, you know. Go and see other people. Don't worry about it. If she wants to be with you, she will chase you. If she loves you, she will chase you. So I do get a sense that the whole, you know, the whole thing has put you through something you didn't need to go through, you know. I think you're very genuine, Sagittarius, and I'm biased because I'm Sagittarius too, but I just feel you're very genuine. And you know, why would anybody do this to somebody who's genuine when they can see right in front of their face that you know, that but I just feel I get envy, I get jealousy, like the last reading, last weekly reading, interfering with your situation and wanting a stake in it for whatever reason. I get a mother-in-law, and you know, wanting to dictate the rules in your relationship. So I've got you hanging around here and kind of waiting for this to change. And if you're single, you're waiting for this, you know, this person. You think you're going to get on a date with this person, or you think you're, you know, it's going to go, if you're dating this person, it's going to go to the next level, and they just playing game, they're just dodging and weaving and playing games with you. So you're kind of hanging around and for this transformation to happen. Now, yeah, third party. I get you're going to make some kind of decision here, Sagittarian. There's a sense of conformity here, and you will do what I want. You will be moulded into what I want you to be. I will mould you into that person I want you to be. I don't want you to be like this. Instead of kind of accepting who you are, and you know, and your little quirks, and kind of merging with that, this person wants to mould you into something you're not. And I feel this is where this you know, this alignment is not quite aligning, because they've got one person here who wants to mould you into a good, you know, a good obedient kind of pet dog. And you are just who you are, you know, and you're not going to change. And you know, if somebody loves you, they accept you for all that you are, you know. So I've got you as the Seven of Air. The Seven of Air. Somebody's adamant to mould you because they want to manipulate the situation, and I get this Three of Air. This interference. I get an interference with their son. It could even be a sister, but I get an interference here saying, don't let this person do this, don't let this person do that. And I do get this man here, or this woman goes to this person, and it's like a little bit of fun, and it's like a gossip, you know, and it's something that you didn't see in this person. It's another side of this person that you don't know about. Now, you Sagittarian, I don't get you as a big gossip, you know. You couldn't care less about that. But this person, man or woman, takes, I feel this third party knows everything about your love life, you know, and discussions and thoughts, feelings. So it's like a soap opera to this third party. They're kind of waiting there. Oh, what's the news next? Oh, what's the news? Tell me what she, you know, what has she said now? You know, and all of this. And it's sad, because this interfering party here has no kind of life. So they wait on tender hooks to get their supply here from this person, this magician. And this is where it's all kind of stirring up in a drama. I get like a soap opera. And the thing is, Sagittarian, you don't really want to be the centre of somebody's soap opera, you know, because some sad old lonely woman has no life and is trying to extract a life from their son or daughter's life, and making your life hell. And I feel this is in the mix here, and this is where there's no, you know, this is where this alignment does not. There's lots of advice. There's lots of advice of and you're thinking, this is not aligning. It's not aligning, and because I've got you here, the 7 of Air, and the 7 of Air is, you are a very independent person. You don't like to people please, and you know, no matter how much these people try to mould you, you don't like to people please. You will not do this. You will just be your authentic self. And you find it offensive if somebody does not appreciate you for you being yourself. And you do reject conformity. So they have chosen the wrong person here. And you know how to look after yourself. So why do they think that you know, that this can transpire? I do get that there's some, like I said, there's a third party who has no life, who sits there very excitedly waiting for the next phone call of the next, you know, the next kind of drama. Oh, what's happening now? Tell me, you know, that kind of thing. Now, I've got the Wheel of Fortune. I like I said, this is the first layer, so I see you, Sagittarian, working very hard, and I've got the Wheel of Fortune here, the Wheel of Fortune. You may have newly married this person and there's too much interference from in-laws. I get that too. Or it could be a second marriage, or it could be, you know, you've just started dating this person, but you're not going to change. You know, you're a Sagittarius. How are you going to change? You know, you're a Sagittarius, adventurer of the zodiac. How are you going to change and be moulded? You know, you're that free spirit of the zodiac, and I feel that there is the Wheel of Fortune, and it says here, take a break to gain clarity. So I get from the 6th to the 12th of November, you may actually take a break from this person to gain your own space, your own clarity over this whole thing. And because I do see you do work hard, either in a business or your career, you put 100% here and you're unstoppable. Okay, and you push through, you really do push through obstacles. And I've got the 7 of Fire, and that's what this means. The 7 of Fire is going the distance, you know, your personal best. You try your best, even in a relationship or dating. You try your utmost best here. But I think what you don't do, and I think it's very important for people who are intelligent and sassy and you know, want a good life, want a successful good life, what they do is filter people before they get committed to someone. So I do feel there's a sense of, you have not, Sagittarius, and you did not filter this person. You've just stayed very patient. Now, why have you done that? And again, I get there may be reasons why you've done that. Maybe you've got a template of, you know, being patient and letting this person be who they want to be, but you didn't anticipate a lonely person in the background waiting for the next news or the next soap opera drama to be told to them over the phone, you know. So And meddling. I get meddling. It could even be an ex, you know, I hope not. It could even be an ex-wife where this person's told you they've cut all communications with them, but they haven't. They go back now and again, and they're sat there saying this, that and the other, oh, this has happened, it's not really working out, and you know, and this ex is saying, well, don't do it then, just leave it, just don't do, you know, there may be lots of things. I mean, this person may be saying it to placate the ex, you know, to make that ex feel that you're not that important in their life. So looking at and daughters, you know, daughters from, or sons or daughters from another marriage. You're very disciplined when it comes to business, when it comes to career, Sagittarian. I mean, I'm a bit biased because I'm Sagittarian, but you're the best, you know. I get you are very self-disciplined. I've got here, you have a lot of self-control. So, and, you know, you want to, the first thing that comes to you is solidifying your own security financially here. And you're being very, very focused on this. This is going on in the background, but I feel that you're looking at your, because there's this realization that this is going on, and it's like a little bit of a game, you know. You're thinking it's pathetic because, you know, why are you playing a game with somebody who's absolutely 150% independent? You know, it doesn't make sense. You're trying to be disjointed and not merge with me for the sake of drama. And that's what I've got here. But yeah, so I think you're still waiting for this to transform. But you're quite strong. And we've got like the Wheel of Fortune here. Why is this family any better than you? I get they think somehow that they are much better than you, and they're trying to prove that they're better than you and your family and your background, and they're trying to make out that this man, this son of theirs, is absolutely the bee's knees. You will never find anybody like my son, kind of thing. But they're nothing. I wouldn't say they're nothing special. They're special to you, that is for sure. But in reality terms, they're no better than Joe next door, kind of thing. And you know, it's absolutely ridiculous. So I know that, you know, it's like one of those families, those Italian families whose mother thinks, you know, that their son is the best here. You don't, you know, they're kind of got a little bit of a narcissistic streak. I do get this third party has a little bit of a narcissistic streak. They control this person that you're involved with. And I don't feel that you know this or you knew this, but it's kind of coming to light that this person's being controlled. Their buttons get pressed by this person who is, I would say, borderline narcissism here. Now, it's not so much the magician who's the narcissist, but then again, this person could be a narcissist, or they could be a golden child, or they could be, you know, they could be a victim of the narcissist. But it's ingrained into them, into this person, to be toxic. So having this fun and this toxic and playing a game and all this drama is all part of this dysfunction. Really. So this is what you've got to understand. If it's not giving you migraines, I'm sure it will eventually. Now I'm going to go on to the next level here, next level. Well, it is a level, it's another layer. And this is going to be the Pixie deck, and the Pixie deck reads slightly differently from you know, from tarot, the good tarot, and then we'll take it from there. So I've put the second layer here, so let's have a look at the second layer, which is the Pixie deck. So you want to move. I feel you want to move, move to a different area in the countryside, somewhere beautiful, I feel. And this person, and you're being patient over this, and I think I said that with the last reading. You're being patient over this, and with the patience card, because you're being patient with the Tower. Now the Tower in this pixie deck means authority. This person, this magician, feels like they've got power over you and authority over you, and they rule this. They rule the decision here. So this is something that's in the way, is this ego. Not just their ego, but who is feeding that ego to make them feel like they're this big ruler when they're not, you know. So I think you would like to move away, but they're saying no, we're not doing that, and it's a no. Okay. Now the person involved here is the third party. Now the third party is saying, whenever they ask you that again, say a dead no, and giving you advice, because there's jealousy here, and there's jealousy of, you know, not even giving you room to negotiate this. I feel this huge mountain is thrown up in front of you, and it's like no, you know, and you think, well, where do I fit into this relationship? Do I not have a say here? And basically you've got this outside influence, this extended family member interfering with your relationship. I do get that you're waiting. I've got like you're hanging around here. You're hanging around, and I feel that you would like to have a house of your, you know, to share together, and this person's just saying no. I don't want, no, we're not doing that, no. And it's like, well, it's really a normal kind of progression to take the relationship to a next level. Why is this person so adamant to not want to, you know, align with me over this? So I've got here the transformation. Here is the sunshine, because there's a transformation. I feel you're going to give this some thought, and there's a transformation in your mind that, you know, this person will apparently always block what I want to do, and I feel there's going to be this like realization that this extended family or this person here is interfering is always going to stand in your way of your wishes. So I feel that there is a transformation, and the sun is going to shine here. Now this is pertaining to the summertime, and I know this is only a week, but this is saying in the summertime this is going to change. In what way, I'm not sure, okay, but this will change in the summertime. I see that I've got the 7 of air here. Now, you know, you've got, like I said, you're independent, you're not going to people please. I don't think you've ever been like that, Sagittarius. And I've got the love heart card here, and there's love. So I do feel this person loves you, but they've got this control issue, molding issue, control issue. You will do what I want to do, how I want to live, you know, and there's no room for your opinions or choices. So yeah, synchronicity. I've got the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, and it's like a synchronicity here of a time when you're actually going to get your confidence part back. You're going to recognise that you'll never get your opinion across here without this blockage, without this mountain to climb. So I do feel that there is a transformation, and I feel this is you. because you are great at what you do. Whatever you do, whether you're a nurse, a doctor, I don't know, a business person, or whatever career that you've got, I think you excel. You really excel in your work. And I don't feel that this person anticipates how well you excel and how clever you are. So, and this is where the jealousy comes in with this other person. I think they realise how kind of clever you are, and they don't like it. They're jealous. So I've got here, this Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. And your destiny is that you will be successful independently, okay? You will become this great business person with prosperity. You're actually going to employ people. You are, you know, if you've got a business, self-employed business, it's going to go really smoothly, and there's going to be prosperity here. Now, I think you're throwing yourself into this because you're thinking, if I can't get this with this person, I will do it myself. And I think that's what you're looking at, is doing this yourself. So I've got the Wheel of Fortune, and that's next to your authenticity, your independence card here. And then the next card I've got here is deciding to give yourself a gift. Give yourself a gift. And this gift is taking time out, going on a break here to think about things here and gain greater clarity. So I do feel that when this abundance comes along here, and when this this business opportunity comes along, or this work situation, promotion, whatever it is a gift. It's something you've worked at. I wouldn't say it's been given to you, but I feel the gift to yourself is this break, just to try to get clarity on this. Will this person, this magician, make me happy by saying no to everything, having the power over everything? And this is where we're left with this card up until the 12th here. You're going to be so busy going the distance with your personal best, with your business here, and persevering with this, and you're unstoppable, and you're pushing through, and you're pushing through, and you're pushing through until you get a choice of 2 roads. Now, one of these roads is sticking with this situation and being restricted, being told, you can't do everything that you want to do. You can't have your own way all the time, and that's just control. And the other road is you going off independently and doing it anyway, doing it without that person anyway. So you've got a choice here. I get the 12th of November. By the 12th of November, which is only in a week's time, you will be thinking, which road do I take? Now, I've got here that, I see some entrepreneurship or some business job. You're going to do so well with it. And I get here, which is great. I get here, you're going to solidify, and I got this card slip before, solidify your security and your finances, and you're going to be very focused on doing this. And on top of that, there's meetings, there's masses here, meetings, gatherings, there's masses. So masses could actually mean gaining more kind of people in globally. So maybe you're going to go international with a business, or because there is quite a few people involved here, and marketing. So you're going to market, you're going to the money that you earn in your business, you're going to market your business, money and market your business. It's all going to go back into the business. And I feel this is what you're solidifying. The money you earn, it goes back into the business. in terms of this relationship, or you, if you're single and you're dealing with this Magician, you don't know where you stand with this person. You're actually putting your head in this headspace of your career, and that's what I've got here. Now I'm going to now put the, I think I will put the love cards on top of this as the next layer, and let's see what the love angel cards have got to say. Okay, so Sagittarius, well, I think there's definitely two roads to look at here. I do feel the bottom line with this is the root of this, the thing that's not going to shift, is the fact that this person wants to have the control. And not only that, you've got this mountain that's not going to move, which is this third party that's interfering with your lives. Okay, and it's not going to move, it's not going to shift. So thinking that and keeping that in mind, that you're not going to be controlled because you're very independent. You're a Sagittarius, you know, you're a damn Sagittarius. Sagittarius are independent thinkers. You know, they are the philosophers of the zodiac, they are the travellers of the zodiac. You're not going to be controlled or moulded into anything here, and I feel this is what this is. And this, you're not going to align to this. You will not align to this. It will not be aligned, shall I say it? It cannot be aligned. How can that be aligned? It's like putting that mountain there through a keyhole. You just you would not be able to align it. This mountain here is not going to move. And you've been more than patient with this person. Now, I think they would like to stick an engagement ring on your finger and have you as their slave. You know, that, or a wedding ring, if you're not already married to this person. I just feel as if you have to look at the red flags here. This red flags of some domination here, who will not give up because they're narcissistic. They're not going to move out of the way. I'm that boy's mother. I'm not going to move, you know, and you're not going to move either, basically. I do get, again, it's your choice whether you stick with this or whether you hope that this will change, you know. But I do get, there's something worth waiting for here, and that's the first card. And that's on top of this moving away to another town or somewhere else. Now, I feel that this is worth waiting for, whether it's with this person, but I get this mountain here. There is an engagement too, so you may be already engaged to this person, or this person at the same time thinking that you're going to go off and do this anyway. Once you get these finances, you know, your security, that you're going to do it anyway and you're going to do it alone. This person will then say, well, would you like to get engaged, or do you want to get married, or kind of make a ditch attempt to keep you. So, but I do see a new person for you. I get a new love coming in here. I do get a new love coming in here. And it's on top of this house move. Now, I don't get this, like, that. I feel you know this person. There's another person around you. I feel you know this person. I do get that you will separate here, and I feel that there's a separation, but also there's you very much focused on your career, your business, You're unstoppable with that, absolutely unstoppable with that. And there's no, you know, nobody's going to control you, absolutely no. And this person here who's, you know, this third party who is the mountain here in the way, it's not going to go away, and they're kind of saying it's not our kind of values, it's not our, you know, culture. You know, it may be a different culture, it's not our culture, we don't do those things. If she wants to go off on her own, let her go on her own. You know, what kind of a person does that? You know, I just feel this person is a total narcissist, and they're very controlling, whether it's an ex-wife, whether I get either an ex-wife or ex-family, or a mother-in-law. That's what I'm getting. Now, this new love will appreciate your independence, will respect your independence, and I feel that's where you've got to filter people in the future. Make sure if you're independently thinking and independently minded, and you have, you know, this raging drive to do well and to you know, and to succeed in life, then you need somebody who's going to admire that within you and champion that. So this person is going to love your independence and your free spirit, because I've got love here. And you will meet somebody, or if you don't already know somebody who would appreciate this, because I get this will be your soulmate. The person that appreciates who you are, your authenticity, will be your soulmate. Now, I feel you already know this person who appreciates you just the way you are. No sort of bells, or no controlling, or no trying to change you. Now, there's a career, you know, career, finances, business here, very much focused on that. That's on top of the fish, which is very much entrepreneurial business, good finances, and that's going to be what's going to come in here. Is this is your destiny, this is your destiny, not this mountain here. That's not your destiny, which is sad, because they will never align with you, and they won't align with you because of envy and jealousy from somewhere in the background. That's why they will not align with you. And the separation here, a new love coming in. I get summertime, which a transformation in the summertime. That's what I've got. But this will be coming in very soon. I don't think the summertime's coming in soon, but I do feel either you're going to get a gift from this person, you know, it could be around your birthday, because it's your birthday month. You're going to allow time after this separation. You're going to take some time out alone, thinking, well, I do deserve love, I don't deserve this, no, you can't do this, no, I'm blocking you from being independent, no, I'm blocking you of all your dreams and aspirations, no, I'm going to block everything here, I'm going to make sure that you're miserable and you cannot express your Sagittarian, you know, Sagittarian ways, not around me. So I think you're going to say, well, goodbye, because I can't, you know, we're not going to ever align together, not with this jealous person in the background. Now, I've got here, you know, I've got this road, you know, it says that this coming week it will be a choice here. What do you do? Which road do you take? I don't feel that you're going to take that decision this week. It's not going to be this decision this week. You're looking at your business, your finances, your career this week, but there is romantic feelings here for someone. Here I get somebody new, and maybe it's the start of communicating or getting to know somebody else, but looking into the future. I don't think it's this week it's going to be a separation, but I just feel because of this mountain is the main cause here for your inability to align with this person, and that's very sad. It is. And I'm going to leave it at that. Okay. In terms of single people, I would say with single people, you know, very much, you know, going that extra mile with a business, going that extra mile with your career, and actually unstoppable until you're secure financially and in your career, you're established, and you're going to keep going, and you're going to keep going, and you're going to keep going. Now, you're going to succeed with that. Absolutely. I think Sagittarian, over the last, God knows, 5 years, it's been hard slog for you. It's made you very strong to be unstoppable, and I feel it's like a fateful thing. I feel the reason why you went through those hard times is to make you who you are, which is you're unstoppable, and you will get through these obstacles, and you'll get there in the end. And that's what this is, and that's what these hardships were about. There's no way you're going to let anybody throw a great big mountain in front of you and say, no, you can't do that. I'm sorry, but you know, you're not going to allow this. So, two choices. This coming for single people, very much focused on business, your work. There may be somebody at work who is trying to stop you, but you're going to get through that. There is somebody coming in, a new love for you. They're going to really love your independence. And there's one thing that I'm going to say in this reading for you, Sagittarian, is filter, okay, whenever you meet someone, because you need somebody who's strong, who can cope with your independence, and who's not just saying it and lying about it, you know. You'll see that by the jealousy of when you talk about your work. You know, be exuberant and excited and, you know, passionate about your work and your career and your business. And if this person looks at you in disdain, who do you think you are, you know, then, or, you know, jealous or something, then you know this person's not right for you. So filter if you want a happy life, you know. Otherwise, how are you going to have a happy life if you don't filter these people through? And it's difficult because you don't know the mother-in-laws, you don't know who's in the extended family, you don't. But they have to be as strong as what you are to align together. You both have to be strong. You do deserve love. You do deserve to have your opinions taken seriously, okay? And there is somebody coming in who you're going to start with romantic feelings in this coming week, but very much this coming week is focusing on you, your business and your work. And I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Sending you lots of love and lots of blessings and lots of luck. It looks quite challenging, and it also looks quite promising in terms of, you know, finances and stability. So keep working hard, put your head in your work or your studies, and keep going, okay? And filter. I'm going to leave it at that. If you'd like your own personal reading, please send me an email. My email address is here at the bottom. So send me an email and I will send you my tariff, okay? Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and you take care, Sagittarian, and I'll see you next week. Or you know, I think I've already done the Novembers for you, so I'll see you next week. Okay, bye bye.